Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. So this is my weekly roadmap update that keeps you up to date on each patch and the progress being made from week to week. This week the format is a little different after hearing some advice from you guys. I'm going to put a more of a percentage format rather than just spouting loads of numbers. That said, it was mentioned in this week's official CIG newsletter, and I quote, "Development has branched to Alpha 3.5.0, readying for the impending quarterly release. Stay tuned as we prep for Evocati test flight and beyond." Now, we know they intend to release the flight model to the Evocati testers weeks before, which is what they said. They said they want to do this so that they can get the flight model tested and refined and just make sure that it's ready for the wider audience. We don't know exactly when or whether the Evocati build will have the whole 3.5 patch or just the flight model, but personally I think it'll purely be the flight model for now, as they want the Evocati guys to just focus on that. And I'm hoping maybe the beginning of March for the NDA Evocati release. That is my opinion, not fact. Obviously, when it does go to Evocati, it doesn't necessarily mean we'll see anything, because it is, the Evocati guys are under NDA, but there are often some leaks. But I'm happy that they're getting it in as early as possible to start getting it tested. Hopefully the Evocati guys will enjoy it and it actually works okay. So for characters in 3.5, Tisha Pacheco, she's going to be found at ArtCorp, and it sounds like she's another drug runner, a bit like Wallace Klim, asking you to just run drugs from place to place. She is 63% complete. The NDA face customization, I cannot wait to start choosing our own faces. That is at 60%. No movement on the female playable characters. For locations, the ArtCorp planet is 77% complete now, with its Area 18 landing location at 66%. For AI, the ship AI combat behaviors, so how they react to us, how they attack us. We heard a bit about this where the Constellation will circle at about 400 meters using its turrets. For gameplay, the vehicle scanning HUD improvements, that is only at 39% currently. Quantum travel improvements is at 82%. Vehicle tech updates version 1, which is your paint scheme and whatnot that we should see on the 300 series first. That is at 46% complete, so they're about halfway through there. Interested to see what more that would bring, if anything more at all. And then distortion damage improvements is at 85%. This is your distortion damage from your weapons, also how it affects the ship and the panels, I believe. Maybe making them a little, giving a bit of interference there. For weapons and items, the Gemini S71 assault rifle, this is your cool top-of-the-range assault FPS weapon. That is at 62%. The Castleck Arms Coda 50 caliber revolver style futuristic revolver cannon is at 57%. That's also an FPS weapon. And then your GT 870 Tarantula Revision, which we have seen a little bit on ATV, is only at 21%, so there's a long way to go for that one. For core tech, the new flight model is really trudging along well. That is at 86% complete. I would expect them to wait till it gets to about 100% before they put it into the, or give it to the Evocati testers. But sometimes they don't, and they'll just put it in even before it's completed. So we'll see about the new flight model. The projectile manager, making all the weapons act as they should, is at 58%. And then the last one in core tech for 3.5 is the hard surface shader. That is at 75%. So that'll really improve the way that the terrain looks and all the locations. Now there's only one change in 3.6, and that's in core tech. That is for harvestable entities. Only at 16%, but obviously that's not due till June. Anyway, that's the roadmap, guys. Do let me know if you prefer this percentage style. It was just a whole verbal diarrhea of numbers last time, and I'll try and put some sort of visual representation as much as I can of what I'm talking about, but sometimes it can be quite difficult due to the lack of content we have on the new stuff. But with that said, soon as I hear Evocati have got it, I will let you all know on Discord and Twitter, so make sure you're following me over there. Also, I will probably mention it in the next available video. Big thank you to my patrons. You guys make these videos possible, so if you want to help support my channel, do follow the link to the Patreon page below. Follow me over on twitch.tv/supermacbrothers. Very excited to start playing 3.5 and getting some lessons on flight and combat. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and I shall see you next time.